Can you put some goji berries in my Dropbox, please? Is this GoPro farm to table? NFL anywhere. You can watch the NFL anywhere, then why can't I watch it on the damn toilet, Linda? The only exercise I get is chasing those damn gypsies off my lawn. They're like, oh, trick or treat. Well, guess what? We already got tricked. It's called Pearl Harbor. Guess what? We already got tricked. It's called Pearl Harbor.
Drunk on life. I think you're a little too drunk.
Yeah, I got trapped in a corn maze. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm Native American. Caribbean queen. Caribbean queen. So I'm not a jack of all lanterns, okay? So I don't know how to commit murder with Loyola Davis, okay? So I'm not a graveyard smash, okay? That's not me.
That's not anyone.
Hey, you wanna hear a joke? What is black and white and red on the horn?
Newspaper?
Oh no, that's better. I was gonna say something super racist. So yeah. You wanna hear a joke?
Sure.
What is black and white and red on the horn?
Newspaper?
Oh no, that's better. I was gonna say something super racist. So yeah.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
Yes, this one just Squeamo. Welcome everybody to another Drunk News Report. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you are here again, welcome. We're going over crazy, insane stuff. We're going to go over what today of the years is and other fun, crazy stuff. Technology, science, and other thingy-bobbers while I drink beer. That's why we call it the Drunk News Report, because I drink beer while we talk about the news. Woohoo! All right, so let's go ahead and bring in our co-host, since our co-host seems to be MIA, and then we will crack on. And how's you, dog?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Looking forward to see what insane day it is in America today. National No Wearing Socks Day, maybe? I don't know.
Sure, yeah. Who knows? We will see in just a second. So, let's go ahead and play some intros. Let's say hello to Cyborg chats and let's crack on what is the year and also the crazy news that I have to share with you all, because I have some fun things that came out of Germany yesterday for their carnival festival, I think is what they were doing. I don't know. We'll find out. So let's crack on.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Exactly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. All right, folks. Brainless was here at one point, but I'm guessing he passed the out, which is okay. Let's say hello to Stop This to Pay. And we have a pastor.
I passed that.
And that's everybody so far. What's really interesting about yesterday was we only had like 6 people watching, but we've got like 54 views, even though it was blocked around the world. So the numbers were really weird yesterday. When I woke up this morning and looked at them, I was like, wait, how did that work? But anyways, hopefully more people will join us. I know they will. And we are definitely happy that Stop the Stupidity is here.
I've noticed that as well. There's a lot of Trump videos. All of a sudden, they're blocked everywhere.
Well, we played SNL. We played SNL at the end. And that's what I said was probably going to block us, and so I trimmed that out. But we got a lot of views, which normally happens with MAGA lunatics anyways, because random people will just click on it and then they'll see that it's a stream and they'll like only watch it for a couple seconds. But anyways, it was very interesting thingies of the mabobbers. So anyways, let's crack on with days of the year. And we have National Cheese Doodle Day. We don't really call them cheese doodles here, but sure, we'll go with that. National Absinthe Day.
That's a day I can get behind.
Yeah. National, well, this is just St. Perrian's Day. I don't know. Commemorating a cultural celebration echoing the spirit of the Reverend Patron, fostering a sense of unity among Cornwall's residents. I believe that's on your end of the pond is Cornwall, right?
Yeah.
So then learn what your name means day. Let's see.
What?
My name means Lord of the Hill, and then my last name means like apple farmer. So I'm Lord of the Hill Apple Farmer, I think is what my name means. Then Real Film Day. Yeah, because that's still a goddamn thing. It's a real film. All right, so let me go ahead and move this to a new window.
Oh my God.
And what? Where? Me? What?
My name is masculine given name from the Gaelic name Dominal. It's from the Pro-Celtic Dumno Ulassus, meaning world ruler or world wheeler. And you know who has the same name as me?
Who?
Trump. Trump has the same name.
Just the first name, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's what that means is what you just said. Okay. Well, there we go. I knew that eventually we were going to get people in here, and like we didn't warn people in this thing, blah, 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 because normally it's Brainless that tells everybody that we're going live, and then everybody's already in here. So now I just posted it, so I'm sure that slowly people will start flooding it. So what is everybody say hello to? Well, both of us say hello to Demon Orb and everybody in the side chat. And
Hi,
Victoria. And
Victoria.
Victoria.
Hi.
Welcome both y'all. Yes, look up what your name means. And again, I think my name means Landon is Lord of the Hill and Ricker is I think our name means apple farmer or something like that. So I'm the Lord of the Hill apple farmer, I think is what my name means. All right, so I opened up the thingies of the Mabobbers, and it looks like we're going to have the shape-shifting robot swarm is number 1. Bone, hydrogel, and moon landing are tied for a second, and nobody picked the glow stick power. So now, okay, end poll. How do I screenshot this? Wait, hold on. I got to do this. Is that how I screenshot it? Is that how I do it? I think I did it.
Nope.
It. No, maybe not. No, it's this. It's that. There we go. Okay, I screenshotted it now. So let me see if I can actually use this. Look at that later. We'll see. Because Brainless isn't here to write it down. But that's okay. I think I have it saved where I can look at it in just a minute. Before we get into that shite, I want to get into the first 2 subjects that I have ready that we did not post about. So the first way we're going to do this is we're going to look at this and then we're going to watch video on it as well. So first, hey Jasper, a bone of hydrogel. That's what she said last night when I gave her the bone and the hydrogel. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'll stop right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and if you have not seen the German floats that they did for Carnival, I think is what they did it for. I think that's why they did these floats. I think it's for Mardi Gras, Carnival, and but we'll see. We'll see in just a second. And what does it say? Elon Musk float depicting holding that word and poo-filled ex-megaphone at German parade. Oh, I'm not clicking that. I need to click that. And we can't show that because that's what happened last night that we showed that they took us down for. So we can't show that again. But residents in Dusseldorf, in Germany, made their thoughts on the U.S. president and his sidekick Musk apparent with a series of floats depicting 2 men as caricatures. So this was for the Germany's it's Rose Monday is what it was. It was a parade that they do for an annual carnival event. And so, like I said, Carnival. It's a Carnival version. So here was the beginning, and it started on Monday before Ash Wednesday. So it's also part of that thingies of the Mabobbers. Now, what did these look like?
Very good.
So Elon Musk's wearing the
Napoleon.
Yeah, hat. He has a diaper that says AFD with an arrow. Thank you so much. Stop the stupidity. Thank you for that. We need more people to be members, and if your membership comes up, it's only $2 a month to become a member. Please do that. It helps the channel out a lot. It keeps the monetization going and the algorithms and things. But thank you very much, Stop This Stupidity. I don't know who got them because I can't see this on my end as of right now, but let's crack on.
I'll check. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Austin Sims. Sticky. Gosh of Heck Fire. Inquisitor Bacon. Don't see that guy around for a while. Kelly Fitzpatrick.
Awesome. Everybody, as a member, I feel like most of you have been members, but in case if you watch this in the future or you are here now and you're just lurking, here is the membership video. When I find there we go. All right. Thank y'all. Well, thank you, Stupidity, for adding them. So the next thing we have to show is this is an American flag cut into the Swazi symbol.
Yeah.
Then he has a megaphone, bullhorn, that says X on it, that has shit coming out of it. And he's drooling like a fucking... Well, he's drooling like a madman. The other thing that's happening right here is there is a medical provider running after him with a straitjacket, and him being almost naked because they couldn't make him. Well, they didn't. But anyways, this is partially they are making fun of the emperor wears no clothes, or the emperor in nude clothing, or whatever that's called. You know what I'm saying? The emperor in
it's
whatever clothing. So I don't know how long I can actually show this, so we're just going to show it as fast as possible. So it has make China great again, make America great again, make Russia great again, and it's all of those people, the head leaders, with their penises and balls out, and that's as long as I want to show. God damn, that's as long as I want to show that. And now we have this float: Hitler - Stalin, Ukraine, and then Pact 2.0, and it is Vladimir Putin and Trump squeezing Vladimir. Did I say that name right? Did I say that right? It's Ukraine's
Vladimir
president.
Zelensky.
Yeah. Okay. Zelensky. And there's a bunch of other cute. Here's some of the other cute floats that happened. Oh, and then they had this one, which was I don't remember who that is, but it's like he's a donkey, and then there's Trump with him burning down the world. And then there's a couple other political ones as well that I don't know what this is 100%. I think it's the crazy lesbian lady that is the head of the AFD, even though she says being gay and lesbian is wrong, but she lives with that Colombian woman or something like that. I think it's something like that. Somebody in the side chat correct me if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, of course you're going to think they're dumb floats, and you didn't even spell float right, bro. It literally has an A after that. Who cares about Germany? Are you kidding me? This is the base that we need to be looking at the most, because they're the ones who could easily...
He's a cock.
No, I know. It's just fun every once in a while. Anyways, so...
I would have loved to have been there. I bet you that was a great laugh to see them floats being rolled out.
Oh, dude, it would have been amazeballs for sure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and we're going to watch some of those floats going down, or hold on, I don't remember. We're gonna look at find out a little bit more about the floats from somebody who did some content for this. So just give me a second, because I think this is worth less having more taking the piss out of and having fun with, and then we will get into drone footage of narwhals and how they actually use their one-tooth tusk. Because back in the day, we don't really need to hear it as much, especially with the way this guy talks. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but we don't really need to hear him talk. But let's crack on, and we'll go over how a narwhal actually uses their tusk and what it's made for. We'll talk about it as soon as we get there. I'm not going to even fucking start the goddamn...
No spoilers.
Yeah. And so here we blow. Here is more of the some more floats, because there's other floats that they didn't show here. So there is Trump, and in a second we'll see what it is of actually. Hey, Captive Desk, welcome, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I think that's hilarious that Pastor says who cares about Germany. Okay, so it's Trump, and he has the world on top of his middle finger.
Swivel, yeah.
Woo! And guess what else it says? Freak show!
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus Christ. It's so much fun. Although I hate where we are, but this is the only thing we can do is just have fun with the idiocracy. Because like literally he is trying to make us into dystopia so that he can sell us to the oligarchs so that we can start this weird new tech thing that we will be going over Tuesday on stream about how cyberpunk animes and comic books and other things have now become a reality, kind of like Blade Runner, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and a handful of other things. This is the beginning of the end, technically. So let's crack on, at least for the Americans. But unfortunately, the world is going to crash if we crash. But
the thing that Trump hasn't realized is the fucking world is bigger than him. He's not the king of the world, and we're all prepared to fucking go through a little fucking recession because that's what it's coming to. It's going to be America's going to feel it the worst.
We're going to go through a recession no matter what.
So he's going to be skinting it. He could even get the $400 million for his bail money.
The crypto thingy he was trying to do, right?
Yeah, it's tanked. Elon Musk's Tesla's tanking. America's not going to have the money to pay Musk his fucking all these things he's sneaking in and getting, all these contracts, government contracts. Yeah. They're not going to be able to pay him anyway. So
that's freaking amazing. That's freaking amazing. Zelensky is freaking pounding Putin in the head with a sledgehammer. A heart sledgehammer. Yeah. That's great. That's exactly, Timely. But you have to fight back no matter what. If you're being invaded, you have to fight. Like, it sucks that you have to do that, but that's how this world works. Is you think that the British they took over the whole world pretty much? What do you? I love how ignorant you are. It's so cute. It's so cute how ignorant you are.
We literally set up your own fucking CIA and told you how to operate. We basically taught you warfare, and America's has still never won a war it's waged past us. So jog on, you knobhead. There's some fucking history, prick.
Yeah, I'll hold her up like that. I don't know what this is exactly. I don't know who this is, so I don't know what this is referencing. But anyways, I feel like it's bad or good. I don't know. But let's keep cracking on. I didn't know who that was. I don't read German well enough to understand. Those were the cunts. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember who these are. I think they're part of like Project 2025, though. I think these are the heads of Project 2025, but I could be wrong. If anybody in the side chat knows who these two ladies are that are holding Putin flowers, let us know. And I think they are the heads of Project 2025.
They saved us all where, Pastor? Where did you save us?
They want supposedly we saved everybody from World War II, or we won World War II.
You didn't even join World War II, the front line, for the last 6 months.
No, I know.
Okay, you got bombed 2 years into a global war by fucking surprise, and then you fought along the South Pacific against the Japanese. Last 6 months you came.
Yeah, no, I know.
You put it anywhere you can. So
we helped win the war. We didn't win the war. We helped win the war. We didn't win the war. And then this one is the lie about look at this. Look at this. This is fucking amazing. Watch. Somebody translate that. Yeah, I think this means Jesus lies to you or something. I think, or something close to that, or don't fall for Jesus or something. And this is anti-Catholic Church. Will you do me a favor really quick, dog, if you don't mind, or somebody else inside chat? Will somebody Jesus loves you. Is that what it says? It says Jesus loves you.
Oh yeah, leave it because I love you.
Oh, leave it. Okay. All right. But yeah, okay. And the joke is this: getting tricked into the church. Okay. That makes sense. You're right. But it's a play. It's look at. He's like, nope. I don't want to go inside of there. Nope. I know what happens when I go inside the confession booth. I get molested again. I get molested. I'm down to be that dude. I'm totally down to like pick her up and be under her. And then here's all these anti-Russia signs and all this and pro Palestine. Like, look at how amazing that is. Mother Saint Mary or whatever with a fucking grenade launcher. Oh, Jesus Christ. This world is insane right now.
All right, anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. So now let's go ahead and share the narwhal thingy, my bobber. Where do I have that at? Okay, it's here. You feel so unloved. Yeah, totally. Jesus loves boobs. That's what I say. I don't have any proof that that's written down anywhere, but I swear he does.
Put it another way.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that Jesus. Prove me wrong. Jesus doesn't like boobs. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop.
Anyway, stop the stupidity. Put it this way: you could be as dumb as Pastor Huckleberry. That guy is fucking dumb. Oh, fucking thick.
Yeah.
He's thick as shit.
So here is some of the footage of what they got from drones, or a drone, I guess. So after, I don't need to tell you, they were following these narwhals on their path through stuff, and they finally got footage. Excuse me, pardon me. Hey, Tubian.
Hey, Tube.
To where we have proof of what they do with them. I kind of always figured that they did use this for multi-purposes, obviously. Why would they not? We still think that it may still be for mating, like who's got the bigger horn. But now we have proof they use it for hunting and or for it's hunting and getting fish or whatever. And here's the proof. So now, besides them rubbing them on each other, bow chicka bow wow. I mean, I rub my big ass tusk all over my significant other. They'll show in a second where there's fish, and they bat them around. So I know it's really, really hard to see, but there's fish in the water, and what it's doing is it's like stabbing them, and it's like pushing them around. So it's see now how this like popped up right there. They're getting them to move in a way they want, and so like this one does this one comes in. It's just like what dolphins do. It's a pack thing, right? So now they're having multiple of them come in, and this one will push. See how there was the fish right there? It's still that one. It's going to come in. It's still going to push it, and then it's just a way that a pack hunting is really what's happening.
Narwhals are really cool, though. I really like that animal.
Yeah, and so like the birds are getting some of the thingies, but what it's doing is it's corralling the fish, and that's what they finger, or they say that there's another reason they have this long tooth other than using it for like I'm the bigger, badder bitch on the fucking scene, and
that's really cool.
You get mated with or whatever. So yeah, there's that. Now let me see if I can pull this up the proper way so I can see it. So now we know that there's multiple reasons they have it. And obviously, I think most of us kind of fingered that they used it for hunting as well. I don't think there's very many people out there that like study animals that were like, oh, they're not going to use it for that. No, like I obviously, most likely they were going to use that to their advantage while they were getting their prey into whatever, just like dolphins. Okay, so now let me see if I can see this. If I got this and it's, hey, reader of pain. Give me just a second. We got a reader. Dude, say that to a Scotsman's face and have fun with that, homie. Oh my Jesus Christ. Dude, you want to get beat up. Like literally, you want to get your face smashed in.
I'm fucking done with it.
Go ahead. I don't care. So shape-shifting robot swarm is what we're going to do next. No, he's just trying to fucking get us to get mad.
He's just baiting us. He's a troll.
He's definitely a baiter. He's a master baiter. He works on he works on a fishing boat, and you know what he is? He's the master baiter because he's not good enough to actually cast it out and catch the fish. All he does is sit around and just put the fish on the hooks because he's so fucking lame. All right. Here we blow. Let's crack on with a shape-shifting robot swarms can move, stiffen, and adapt just like living cells. I don't know why I said it like that, but here we go. So the robot swarm can perform functions while maintaining cohesion, support sustainable weight, and even self-healing. Smart materials can change their shape or form in response to external stimuli, making them indispensable for many applications, including health equipment and automobiles, among other things. So what they've done at the UC Santa Barbara scientists, they've developed a robot-like collective that behaves in a smart material and capable of changing shape and transitioning between fluid and a solid state.
Okay.
So they, I don't know how, but the embryonic tissues are capable of switching between fluid-like and solid-like state due to their. Okay. Oh, sorry. To replace the fluidity and movement of the embryonic cells, the researchers identified 3 biological processes occurring during the embryonic development: fluidization, polarization, and adhesion. So then now, because they're going off this, which is the embryonic tissue, that is capable of switching between fluid and solid. This thingy is kind of doing the same thing. I was hoping that we maybe had a video. That's probably not what we should be looking at. Anyways, no. So let me see. Yeah. So what it is 20 robots.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah. It's on the stream. Am I not showing it?
No, I can't see it.
It's on the stream. Side chat, am I not sharing it? Anyways, the 20 robot collective impressively transitioned between solid and fluid states through controlled light intensity fluctuations. I swear to God, fluctuations. Fluctuations, not fluctuations. I was like, I swear to God, I was like, okay, you read that? Nope. They can fluctuate between those 3 different thingies of the mabobbers. The 2 groups of robots could stretch towards each other, connect in the middle, form a bridge, and okay, I am sharing. Okay.
There we go.
The article. And then there we go. And whatever. Let's see. I thought there was a video, but you know how this world works. And why do you keep wanting to show me the enlarged prostate? I don't care about that, although I probably have one. Don't remind me. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so it's these thingies, and they're these little whatever those are, and they all go together, and they can all make a line. They can I don't know how they become fluid 100%, but that's what your mom said last night. All right, we have a pet dragon. Hey, pet dragon. Welcome. We all have missed you as well, hun. And we have a Canadian Alderman as well.
Hey, Ollie.
Yeah, I don't. I usually look up to try to find a video for some of these, but I didn't for that. So now let me just double check. What's the next thing? And the next thing is the bone hydrogel. Yes. And share. So this is awesome because it's a great way to regenerate bone. So injectable hydrogel uses harmless visible light to achieve bone regeneration and adhesion. So what they did is they injected this thingy and hydrogel into the bone, and then they just shined a light on it, and it caused the blue light caused the muscle adhesion protein alginate and amorphous calcium phosphate to regenerate bone. So there was a hole. They put that in and it regenerated. Do I need to go further into this? Does anybody not understand what we just said? Okay. I just want to make sure because that's pretty much it. Like I could go through saying a bunch of like scientific words, but none of us other than maybe two of us here would understand half the words that I would be saying.
See, that's
so
quite cool, because that could stop like bone pinning and all that serious fucking surgeries that you need to, they have to use the staples and all that shit. That's pretty, that's a good bit of kit, that.
Yeah, no, it's really, really hard to regenerate bone. So it's an awesome thing that is just going to be a thing, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's go ahead and we'll share that in a second. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go over that for show. God damn it. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go over that. Let's crack on. The next thing you bobber was American spacecraft touches down on moon and sends back photos. Remember, flat earthers, when you said we'll never go back to the moon? Technically, we just did. Was it unmanned? Yeah. But we got Firefly Aerospace's Blue Ghost to land, to be the second private spacecraft in history to land on the moon surface. There's actually 3 as of right now, if I remember properly, that have landed there from 3 different agencies. But let's talk about Firefly right now. So they have successfully landed on the moon, obviously. I'm just trying to see if I can see anything else. There's one of the photos. It's about a car-sized lander that touched down within its landing target in that part of the moon, near the dark side of the moon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It sent back several photos. One of them is that. Then there's that one. And if it will let me, nope, it's not going to let me see it. So screw that hippie noise. So we have this to share then, which is I have 2 videos. Okay, let's show this one. Let's show this one. I sometimes share a couple videos or load a couple videos to share. Let's go ahead.
Early this morning on March 2nd, Firefly Aerospace's privately built lunar lander successfully touched down on the moon's surface. This marks Firefly as the first commercial company in history to achieve a fully successful moon landing. Already, they've shared some images during the final descent and even on the surface. Now, they're focused on health checks and preparing for the next 14 days to conduct various science and experiments with the payloads aboard. Here I'll go more in depth into the landing, the next 2 weeks, future missions, and more. Its descent trajectory and following the burn, it coasted around 50 minutes before the next major mission.
Why have they
we don't need it. To prove the flat earthers, the Earth's, I don't know.
They'll never fucking believe it.
No, obviously, no. It is to to what's it called? Just to collect more data up there and other things. I wanna share this really quick. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look at how happy they all are. They're because they're not in America. Dun, 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 dun. Look at how happy they are. That's great. That's freaking awesome. Oh, that's so amazing. Homie took way too much LSD. He took way too much drugs.
He's got proper hemorrhoids.
Yeah. Oh, look at how cute that is. Okay, all right. So now let's I'm gonna tease this up. And then we're gonna stop sharing and we're gonna play one of the last thingies of the mabobbers that I have planned, which is the glow stick power. We'll do that. Video wasn't being shared. Wait, did I not share the video?
I saw it.
Okay. I thought so. Drugs are bad except for when they're good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So let's crack on with sharing. Oh, I guess I gotta go here. Let's see. The glow stick power. Let's open that first. Here, and then let's talk about scientists unveil device that looks like a glow stick but could have major energy impacts. Hey, Majestic, welcome.
Hey, Majestic back.
I know that using the word glow stick was a clickbaity kind of thing, but they put it in their thing, so I use their thing. It's glow energy, or glow energy is what it is. So it's like that. So the research team at that Institute of Science and Technology developed a self-powered sensor that creates electricity and light using only motion and pressure. So after they did these thingies of the mabobbers, like there's none of this. Anything that I say right here, you aren't going to understand. All of this going together results in light. Okay, let's put it that way. Because everything else, never mind. So what they have done is they've combined it to make an e-skin or e-skins so that you can wear this as like a wristband or a part on you, a glove or other things. So it can be turned into a wearable device that, while you're moving around, makes electricity and light. And so one of the things that they think I'll talk about it. It generates up to 60 volts of electricity and at a 395 NA current. And unfortunately, our brainless isn't here to actually let us know what that is. But we should know what 60 volts is. We should know what volts are.
Yeah.
So one of the ways that this is going to be awesome is go away. It can be used as a glow stick underwater or in dark environments. Hey, Ned, how are you doing?
It works.
Yes.
Yes.
And
my mic works.
Yes, your mic works. There's a little background noise, but that's okay. Don't know. Who cares? Anyways, this thingy can be used underwater or in dark environments. So people that are trying to signal an SOS, underwater diving, deep mining, or other sports can use this. Like if you're running in the middle of the night, it's just real-time illumination that is part of the innovation. So just by you moving, it will cause this glow to happen. So it's just like a personal light, a personal glow stick, pretty much, that will never go out as long as you are moving. And I'm pretty sure probably a couple hours after you stop moving, people can still find you by it glowing. So unfortunately, if you don't make it through whatever you're doing, it will help people find you as well. It'll still help people find you as well. I hate to put it that way, but like that's the other thing they're talking about is like, hey, I died in the snow. Now you can see this glowing thing. Well, now you can find my dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? 60 volts is considered lethal to the human body. Yeah, exactly. So thank you for putting it that way. Because, yeah, normally I use 10 volts to put on the nipples. And never mind. We'll talk about that later. But let's crack on with this, which is what happened to Tesla's sales in Colorado? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, shit. I got to do it this way. What happened to Tesla sales, brah? I'm gonna go grab another burr while we play this. So everybody just listen. Fuck Tesla.
So there's a time when driving a Tesla was seen as primarily a statement about protecting the environment, if it was a statement at all. Now some see driving a Tesla as a political statement, as Tesla's Elon Musk slashes the federal government at President Trump's direction. That, plus more competition, means trouble for Tesla in Colorado. Spencer Soyser looks at the impact.
A fence with green tarp around it blocks this dirt lot next to the Northfield Mall. Get a little higher, though, and you can see what's inside. Teslas, and Teslas, and more Teslas. More than 230 of them parked in a makeshift graveyard of unsold, non-driven dreams.
I like a nice-looking car, and I like blue.
Janie Rosenbaum used to have a Tesla.
I love the car.
But Janie put her money where her mouth is.
I don't like Elon Musk.
When her lease ended last year, she had one goal in mind. Another electric vehicle. Just one not attached to the guy who's dismantling the federal government.
Okay, so yes, really quick, let's go over this. Millivolts, it's the amperage that will kill you.
1 amp. The human body produces more than 1 amp.
Yeah, but Enigma and Sierra Rose. Sorry. No, God, what the fuck? Never mind. Anyways, they had a Tesla coil. They had an actual Tesla coil, a mini version, and we played with that all the time. And as long as you were standing on that rubber and you had the weird thing in your hand and you didn't ground yourself, you wouldn't die. But it fucking was crazy to feel all of that voltage, not amperage, voltage and things going through you. Like I had electric bolts go through my arm. I shot things through rods. Like, oh my God, playing with that was so much fun, but scary as fuck, bro. Yeah, I've been shocked with one of I don't remember. There is a company called Damsels in Distress or something, and when we do shows together, I let them bring out their newest taser and I let them tase me live on stage.
Yeah, that's
it's not fun. It's
that's
not fun.
High amperage. They're about 50 volts, but high amperage.
Yeah, so that's what it is. There's the difference between those.
Electricity output in a household plug is 240 volts.
Okay, all right.
And it'll give you a buzz, yeah. It wouldn't kill you.
It'll knock the socks off you. But anyways, let's crack on.
240 volts won't kill you.
He doesn't care about people.
No, it would.
It will absolutely kill you. I'm an electrician. I have seen people die of 220 volts. So 240 volts will absolutely kill you.
Yeah, no, the volts. Yeah, I think he was saying amps. But anyways, yeah,
the volts won't kill. The volts it'll give you a buzz. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but there is no limit to 240 volts. You have a 16 amp fuse in it, and the fuse will not get off. That's why you have these earth leak switches in it. So you get when they
they're all there.
Breakers. We call them breakers here.
Yeah, breakers. It is.
Yeah.
I'm Dutch.
Or
not the name.
Yeah, and not just that, but there's also other equipment that I have that if certain things happen, it will just shut itself off.
Yeah.
Like certain band saws and some of the other equipment I have. If a certain surge happens in a certain way, it will just shut it, it'll break the fuse. A fuse. It makes the fuse blow. There you go. That's what I was trying to think of.
That doesn't make the fuse blow. It is a device that makes a calculation inside when the power surge comes over 0.03 amps, it clicks off. That's it. How it works.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten cattle prodded, and that's no fun. I've been tased. And then I've stuck my fingers in sockets on accident. And then when I was living in a trailer, a 24-foot trailer, I was changing the housing for one of the lighting things, and somebody had not grounded it properly. So when my screwdriver hit the side of the housing, it fucking blew up. And luckily there was multiple breakers in the way of me, so it turned off like immediately. But dude, that shit fucking hurt so bad, dude.
In other words, don't put your finger in any fucking socket, kids.
Well, yeah, no, definitely don't do that. But the thing is that like in the middle of the night,
for fun.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, my lamp it would fall out randomly. I didn't know because I was a teenager, just to like clamp it a little bit more so it would fit in. So it was dark, 2 a.m. while I was drunk and probably on drugs, and I was trying to feel around for the plug. Well, somehow my nail was touching the metal on one of the things when I put it in, and a blue fucking lightning bolt went out my fucking arm. Yeah, that hurt like a mug, bro. That shit was no fun. And then I had to run to the breaker to go turn it back on before my dad figured out that I had just like blown the breaker at 3 a.m. Because I was like 14 years old or something like that at the time. But, anyways, let's crack on.
Dog is from the UK.
Because I said bolt, I meant to say what.
That's what I said.
But dog is from the UK.
Yeah,
they have the best in the UK. They have the best power plugs in the world. They're absolutely the best. And then you have the European plugs, and then a whole lot of nothing, and then come the American plugs. They are worthless. They're really dangerous, and they still use them.
I know, it's ridiculously stupid. I know.
But the British plugs are the best, the safest in the world.
Yeah. So let's crack on with this crazy weird thing. So here we go with the Honda's new. Let's find out. Let's see what this is.
No.
I hate when that happens, Majestic. I know what you're saying. This is from the Honda Power Sports Outdoor Canada site. So this, like, to the best of my knowledge, is actually real. And it does say this is a prototype shown here, and it's a concept vehicle. So it's probably AI generated this, but like this is supposedly what they're coming out with. It's going to be a vehicle in the future, which is a like ram horned motorcycle. That's like what they're showing us right now. I don't know what else it could be. That's what they're saying they're going to come out with. They're like, Honda's literally saying this. They're making a Pokemon motorcycle, Honda says they is.
Does it evolve?
I hope so. I mean, that would be amazing.
You probably catch you with your phone.
I'll catch you with my other thing. Okay, well, I guess, well, oh, there's a couple, I guess, Americans here. So let's go ahead and do this really quick because this is going to get way worse. And we just found out
report from the nonprofit
that Trump said that he is going to make it so that wastewater is going to be legal in your drinking water. And after this report came out,
Environmental Working Group shows millions of Americans are drinking water tainted with unsafe levels of chemicals, metals, and radioactive substances. In its annual update to its tap water database, the group analyzed water quality data taken from nearly 50,000 water systems across the country from 2021 to 2023, and it found 324 different contaminants in drinking water. A 2019
in all of those studies, those 50,000 studies, they found 300 whatever contaminants in it.
study from the EWG found toxic mixtures of 22 carcinogenic chemicals in
22
US drinking water could play a role.
100,000 linked to
in more than 100,000 diagnosed cancer cases nationwide. The report released Wednesday identified long-lasting polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAs, in all 50 states and 4 U.S. territories, and found that levels are actually highest in major metropolitan areas. PFAs are also known as forever chemicals. Sydney Evans joins us now. She's a senior science analyst at the
Okay, we really don't need to go over more. Like, literally, like, don't drink the tap water in America, obviously. I mean, y'all should already know that if you are here. But if you needed any more proof that you need to filter your water or get, like, water from other resources, that's I was waiting when your punk ass. Well, anyways. Brainless, do you want to show us that? I don't know. No. All right, there we go. Wait, Brainless.
No.
Bring yourself in whenever you're ready, because I see your. Anyways. Let's see. Okay, this is gonna piss us off, but it's also gonna be funny. Tesla has come out with
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so here we go.
Turn off my alarm. You did that because you want to become the co-host, not just the co-host.
You're fucking alone.
I think I just slept through the alarm.
Yeah, you did, and no worries, it's okay. You came in just in time. Yeah, you missed all. We're just getting through the last of the stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. Yes, California's. So, dog, this is for you, but
I see it.
I kind of hate who made this, but we'll talk about it later.
I can see the Tesla sign on it.
I know, but let's go with it.
Okay. Today, we take a giant leap forward in personal mobility. At Tesla, we've always believed that technology should empower people, making their lives easier, safer, and more independent. And
of course, the only way to get this, though, is to get the brain chip. So you definitely don't want to get
Today, we are proud to unveil a groundbreaking innovation that embodies this philosophy, the Tesla AI-powered wheelchair. For years, mobility solutions have been limited in their ability to provide true independence. Many wheelchairs still require manual operation or limited automation, restricting freedom and ease of use. We asked ourselves,
this one just it will drive itself into a brick wall and explode while you're in it.
Elon Musk will blame someone else.
No, I'm pretty sure that it will kill you if you try to use this. Like, do not use a Tesla wheelchair. That sounds like the worst thing in the world.
No. That is not safe.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do this. 5 minutes ago, Elon Musk's
right now some people frustrated with
Cybertrucks got banned from the UK, and I know this happened a while ago, but fuck it, just go with it. Just go with it.
Elon Musk and his involvement in the federal government are taking out their anger on his company, Tesla.
Some Tesla owners are receiving hate from others for their vehicles.
Elon Musk has faced his fair share of controversies, but this one.
Oh, speaking of that devil, okay, let's do this really quick.
If I drive by a if I see a Tesla driving by, they get 2 fingers under the nose. As like a little mustache. Hello, person with mustache. Oh,
a mustache car.
Did she actually? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that yet. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is what Elvira did the other day.
Always be yourself, unless you suck.
Here goes.
Here, so this is Elvira with her Tesla. Watch what she did.
This is my Elon Sexmobile. I'm donating it to NPR.
That's what Elvira did.
And a good place to put the X.
Elon
so sucks.
Oh yeah. Elon sucks on it. And
Right now,
then
some people frustrated with.
And then she donated it to NPR. So now, what is happening with all of the Teslas? Driver stopped in a Tesla Cybertruck that's banned in UK. He got his Cybertruck banned. He literally got it taken away from him while he was at the drive-in.
Itself fundamentally doesn't align with UK road laws. Police emphasize that even if the driver had registered and insured it properly, the truck still wouldn't have been allowed to operate.
That's exactly what they said. There's anything about this that fucking is roadworthy in any other country other than America, because we're so lackluster on our goddamn fucking laws. Yeah, no, fuck Tesla, totally.
On public roads due to serious safety concerns. The seizure sent a strong message. British authorities are not going to bend the rules for Tesla, no matter how popular or futuristic the vehicle may be. With the Cybertruck now effectively blacklisted, Tesla fans are left wondering, what exactly makes this truck so dangerous in the UK?
Big truck on wheels. How is it futuristic looking?
Do we really need to go why it's so horrible? Probably not. That's probably the stupidest thing that we need to do. Okay, so let's go back to this thingies of them of ours, and now we have this happening. Rough. Sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. China is fast developing human robots to step in real-world policing.
RoboCop.
They're now police robots. Yeah, but these ones are they just let authorities know, just like the ones in New York and a couple other things. They don't have the ability to shoot or do anything. They are just tattletellers. They literally just say, "Oh my God, somebody's doing something wrong," and they tell the police.
They're going to be vandalized. Fuck.
They're pretty much just Ben Shapiro's or Tim Pool's. Oh my God! Look at that black person that's doing something wrong. Tell the police. They're obviously an immigrant. You know, that kind of thing. So just what they're going to do is pretty much what a lot of other things do, is where they're just going to be. Yeah, no, I want one too. And they pretty much are just going to be going through parks and other places, like at midnight and during dark times or times where it's not great for police officers to go through certain alleys and stuff. And then if they can see anything, hear anything, they will alert the authorities. It's kind of like something we have here. It's called Shot Spotter. If you don't know what Shot Spotter is, there are places in downtowns and around cities where if they hear a gunshot, the police will be notified that a gunshot went off. So it's called Shot Spotter. Denver has it. I think Aurora has it in certain places, and a couple other places in Colorado that I know of have it. Hey, Hive, welcome.
Hi, Bray.
Snitches get glitches. I like that. And yes, you said what you said. That's great. That's fucking awesome. So anyways, so there's the thing. And then when I watch people play GTA that are on the PC and stuff, like Polecat and a couple other people, their game actually has shot spotters in it. So when there are LEO, law enforcement, they get a thing that says, go to this location because shots just got fired here. It's freaking awesome. In the game that it does that. I'm waiting for my sex robot to come in. Never mind, we'll talk about that later. So literally that's what this is. Okay, so let's get into the next thing, Yuma Bobber.
What do you mean you're waiting for your sex robot? I'm here.
You're not coming to me though. But anyways, does anybody know why? Oh, okay, it was that thingy. I don't want to go over that.
Why would anybody want to come into the United States?
No, I want to leave, and that's what I'm trying to do. So really quick, if people don't know what these things are, this is the fastest way to learn about this. And I know most of us here understand the concept, but I do want to go over this really quick for any idiot pastor that is watching this and doesn't understand the concept of tariffs.
The tariffs, as you know, it'll start a week earlier than the reciprocal, which is going to be on a couple of weeks earlier. Reciprocal tariffs start on April 2nd. No room left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariff.
Because Canada is bringing in so much fentanyl that we have to tariff them because there's so much proof of that happening, which there's no proof of that happening. Fentanyl doesn't come from goddamn fucking places like that. It's honestly comes through fucking different types of ports of entry through fucking legal citizens. Once again, do you want to know how I know this firsthand? I fucking did that. I was a drug trafficker for fucking years as a citizen. What they don't want you can't be brown trying to bring drugs across the border because they're going to check you, dumbass. You think they're going to fucking check the white boy that fucking just went to go party over in Mexico? Fuck no, how dumb are you fucking right-wing Republican MAGA fucking dumbasses? Literally, you people are so stupid. Put a tariff on fentanyl. Yeah, totally. Let's tariff fentanyl.
Tariffs, they're all set.
President Trump's favorite economic tool is the tariff. And tariffs are taxes on imports, on products that are brought into the United States from abroad. On his first day in office, the president announced that he'd be putting a 25% charge on goods from Mexico and Canada. Like other taxes, tariffs.
Yeah, it's the white boys are sus. That's who you should be checking.
Raise money for the government. They can also be used to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. Then they can also be used to punish foreign countries if we think they've been behaving badly, having predatory trade practices. Mainstream economists.
What, Pastor, you don't believe that I was a drug trafficker? Is that what you are saying no about? No, literally, me and all my friends. And what's even fucking more hilarious is, do you want to know who was helping me traffic these drugs? They were people in the military. My friends were in the Navy, the Army, the Marines, all of the services, Air Force, everything. All my friends were in it. You want to know why? It's because they wanted to do drugs, dumbass. All Americans want to get fucked up. It doesn't matter if you're in the military or if you work for the government. And then, you know how easy it was for them to go over across a border with their military status and come back with a military status, and they're not going to search them. Do you understand that? That's how we got away with it. I literally wasn't the fucking one bringing the drugs. I was the decoy. I was one of the decoys. What I did was I would go through first, and while they're searching me, because I looked like the weirdo, all my friends were walking right by with all the drugs. But no, yeah, that's not how this works. You've seen that in a movie? What movie, brah? Tell me what movie that is, because that's literally my goddamn fucking life. And yes, one day my life will be a movie. But tell me where that is, dumbass.
Generally don't like the widespread.
And if it is a movie, it's because it fucking happens. That's another reason why it would be in the zeitgeist as a something.
use of
Is it-
tariffs. They say
is it
tariffs
Jack
push up the
Reacher
cost
2?
to consumers and to
Jack Reacher 2, the military contractor was smuggling in drugs from the Middle East.
There's a handful of thingamabobbers of examples of that. I don't remember who it was. But they were like airborne or something, and they would fly single jet or double engine airplanes into the Columbia and stuff and grab like shit tons of coke and then bring it back. And because they were flying through a certain airspace and they're like, oh yeah, I'm airborne, blah blah blah. Was it American Gangster? I don't think it was that way. It wasn't. No. American Gangster was not military people. You're close, but no cigar, homie. You're grasping at straws. You're almost there, but that's not what happened executively with that. I don't think in the way that I experienced it. It wasn't. This was not the military being involved. This was just my homies that wanted to bring drugs back so everybody could get fucked up that were in the military. This was not a military organized thing. So that's different than American Gangster, but cute. You're cute. But let's crack on.
to say factories that use imported machinery. And they can also lead to inefficiency because consumers will have an incentive to buy the products that aren't hit with the tariff rather than looking for the best product or the most value for their money.
So targeted tariffs are a good thing. Blanket tariffs are horrible. And the difference is a blanket tariff is a 25% tariff on the whole country's imports. A targeted tariff is, say you have a foreign country that's making a microchip that we want to start building in America, or we want to start creating, or we have already invested in making a certain product, right? And another country is able to bring it in and hella cheaper. Well, now American version is not going to get bought. So what do? Is you target it with a tariff. And then it makes it so that it seems like it's more expensive to buy that, right? So either they're not going to sell it to us, or hopefully now we're going to buy the American version, and or we're still getting the money. Anyways, that's the best way I can put it, I guess.
He's already gone back on one of his tariffs, hasn't he, today? Car
Yeah, no, they're gonna roll. They're gonna roll it back. He's gonna roll it back like immediately. He can't not roll it back. He literally has to, because we're gonna go into a recession in a month, and if it goes 4 quarters, that is a depression. And everybody, all economists and everybody says that we are headed towards a depression. I guess I don't know another way to say that, but yeah. How would you know what my Bible looks like? Wait, what the? Jesus Christ, you're so dumb. I see.
Isn't the whole of America in a depression from having such a cunt as a president?
Well, we're not in Well, I have depression. Obviously, I'm depressed. I got what we're talking about now, and thank you for going and look at his things. I have not watched the enemies of pastor or whatever he posted, because I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time on this. But I think that we should still. I know. Yeah. I think one of these days.
The channel's called something like why Pastor Huckleberry's a cock or something like that.
And one of these days we'll go over some of his stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. So, anyways, that's pretty much that's of the things, right? That's what tariffs are. If you don't understand what they are, there was the basis of that.
The what?
Okay. Let me just double check really quick back here to see where this began. And it was there. I have a bunch of microcars stuff, but I feel like I'm just going to do a whole thing about microcars. And like, I'll talk about the plants talking in their own language later. Let's get into algae, which is the circular crop that we should all be.
They're among the most ancient
fucking around with.
Their ancestors tracing back to
algae started it all.
the very
That's what your
origins
mom
of life
said.
itself, before there was even oxygen on the planet.
The algae. Algae. Over half the oxygen you just inhaled was produced from algae.
Jesus Christ, algae, just stop being so awesome. I'm just kidding.
The term algae includes microalgae, the microscopic organisms that form the base of aquatic food chains, as well as macroalgae, the larger multicellular seaweed.
Yeah, macro that algae.
Ecosystems. Recently, though, these organisms have emerged as a potentially revolutionary resource for the 21st century. Look closely, and algae is a wonder crop. Marine microalgae are able to grow in salt water at rates over an order of magnitude higher than those of land crops and without pesticides, producing biomass that can be used for fuel, food, and fertilizer. The question is, though, is the hype really justified? Or
is it or is it not? I don't know. Weird looking dude. I was gonna say Swedish, but I think he's probably British. And what's his accent?
Or should you just stick to the kind of seaweed you put?
I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was gonna say he looks Swedish, but anyways.
Around your sushi roll. My algae is
sushi roll. Okay, and let's just get into. Who cares about what they're talking about? Let's get into like the actual things that they could be doing with this, and who cares about their company?
Produces the omega-3 directly. But that's not all that makes this a good business proposition. My algae cultivate their algae in wastewater from whiskey distilleries.
My algae makes the algae of the algae makes. I'll stop.
Which is rich in the nutrients that the algae consume. It is then a nifty circular solution, which my algae state will save 620,000 fish and 40 tons of carbon dioxide per ton of algae.
Yeah, and that's the thing that why we should be using this. That's why we're going over this, because this is an amazing freaking thing. And if we could put this into more applicable things, like if you could have an algae pond just outside, well, it matters on which algae it is. Stupidity. Because some is edible, but not all. But if you could have an algae pond that had, guess what? Goldfish, or what's the other big ass goldfish that's Japanese? The koi, right?
Yeah.
If you have a koi pond with an algae pond, now you are making some fucking shit, homie. Now you're fucking producing stuff and things, and you're being hopefully almost. Thank you, pet. No, it's spelled that way, I believe. It's KOI, I believe, right? Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But what you're doing now is hopefully you're making yourself a net positive instead of a net negative. Or who cares? But if you could do this, why not? And then let's listen to how other companies and how we could be making this into other things, which could be
produce. Last year,
which could be food.
Yeah. But algae as a food source shouldn't just be limited to feeding fish, nor should its benefit.
So like I said, and somebody said, don't eat it. It matters on which one it is. And there's ways to clean it or to make it a food safe way. And that's what we're doing right now.
It's be restricted to its omega-3 content.
Did he say tits? Never mind. Pickles.
Exactly. In addition to the macroalgae or seaweed already consumed as part of our diet.
Yeah, you pickle it. You can just pickle it. That's the easiest thing to do. And so you're right. And now that you said that, I'm going to have to do this. You don't always have to, but that is a safe way. That's a safer way to do this.
Pickles.
Yes, exactly. Pickling it is a good way to do that.
Microalgae is increasingly being looked at as a source of protein, vitamins.
Yeah, fucking spank that algae. Bow chicka bow wow.
Yeah, that's
look
how
at
you get protein out.
Look at that water splatter that's happening out that from her. Oh my god. I'm so turned on right now. You don't even know.
Nutrients for humans. Population growth and global development is putting increasing stress on modern agriculture.
Hey, Commander, how are you doing?
You.
Oh, okay. A little bit tired. Believe it or not, I've only traveled 40-something, 50, maybe 60 miles, and I've been working all day.
Okay, well, hopefully you have a time to just relax and chill with us now then. Yes, and Pet Dragon, slap that stuff. That's exactly what I'm saying. Slap that. Everybody, hashtag slap that algae.
Slap that
systems. This is compounded by the need to produce crops not only for human consumption, but also for livestock feed and other plant-derived products, all of which can...
Yeah, if you can just have these like little itty-bitty trays, just like we've talked about with some of the other types of like stacked foods and things, if you could get it to where you could put like 20 trays a couple feet high and had them growing this, and then you were able to turn it into a jerky like and or pressed like a chip or fry or something, right? And you were able to make that into a food product. Why not?
Competes for arable land and water. The microalgae food market is currently
and it could be for animals only as well. I mean, it doesn't need to be food safe for humans, as long as like it was like alfalfa or something, which is a thing that you would give to like your llamas and other things like that. And
by 2 primary strains.
And who doesn't want to fucking do this with a goddamn fucking test tube thingy mabobber, you know, make all these gases inside. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop right there.
Chlorella and spirulina. In the US, Greenstream Farms is growing microalgae at a 96-acre.
Yeah, see, look, they're making a shit ton of stuff through this
outdoor facility, the second largest of its kind in the world. It uses salty water.
What B? Are you drunk, Pastor? I mean, I know I'm drunk, but like, you need to like read what you're gonna post 3 times before you post it. That's the rule when you're on drugs, alcohol, or you're watching your sister, wife, cousin, daughter change clothes in front of you, because you only live in a cabin that has no walls, so you just get to watch your fucking daughters be naked constantly if they have to change. You fucking pervert. Or prove me wrong. Yeah, alfalfa. That was, did I say alfalfa? Thank you, Pet Dragon. And that's what I was thinking. No drugs? Well, if you're not on drugs, then bro, your fucking brain is as smooth as a fucking marble?
Billiard ball.
I don't know. A billiard ball. There we go. Thank you.
Water that's unsuitable for traditional crop cultivation and sunlight to produce algae for pharmaceutical products.
I have to get this drunk and stoned for me to be this still intelligible. Are you kidding me? Like, literally, I'm smarter than you when I am 2, 3, 5 sheets to the wind. I have a bunch of mushrooms right now. Pet Dragon, I wish you were closer to me, because we would have, and well, all y'all, I have so much mushrooms around me, like, it's hilarious. All my friends just keep giving me free mushrooms, and I have just, oh my gosh, I just can't do it all by myself.
Try.
No. The last, no, I've been there, done that. I already understand I mean, I have taken over about 1,000 hits of acid at the least. I have probably swallowed more mushrooms than any of y'all have ever seen. I have taken Datura, peyote, San Pedro, 2CB7, Foxy, and a handful of other thingies mabobbers. I have taken way more hallucinogens that were synthetic and of other things that most of y'all haven't even heard of, because that's how far into the psychedelic community that I was in, and how we delved into all of that insanity. Mescaline, all of that stuff. I've taken all of the stuffs and the things. Let's put it that way.
And feed supplements for livestock. But how good is algae actually as a food source? An article by the BBC states that...
So that's the thing. How much nutrients can it contain?
Microalgae has a protein content similar to spinach, but in its dried form, this can vary from 30 to 60% by weight. For reference...
and I didn't even talk about the MDMA version of things and stuff as well. Because if we were talking about MDMA, I probably have taken more amounts of that than any of y'all have ever seen as well. Because I was getting. Eventually we had a chemist up in LA pressing our pills for us with our recipe. We would buy the drug or the basis of the things, the chemicals, and we would bring it to him and we would tell him the mixture. And then we bought him a pill presser and we bought him plates, and the plates had the different emblems. So like there was a Ferrari symbol, there was a Mercedes symbol, there was like a Smurf face or head, and then on the back it would be the line and stuff. And that's how we got our pills pressed. And we would get him to press 2,000 pills at a time. Then when we would go pick them up in LA, because we lived in San Diego, because driving up to LA with LA with money was not abnormal. Going to LA with $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in your pocket was normal, because that's how you partied in LA, right? Because it's the rich place. So they didn't care. You got searched going back to San Diego. You never got searched because they don't think you're trying to bring drugs to Mexico. So you never got searched. So anyways, yeah, good times, great oldies. What did somebody say about something? You think these things in your head about my kids' strength? What? I don't think about your kids really at all, other than like how scary it is that like you have children around you. I don't think about your children other than that. That's exactly why I yeeted your daughter, even though she was 17, off of my channel. Because I don't.
You're kidding on a channel. It's basically a fucking adult channel.
What kind of language is this? You think these things in your head about my kids strange? What kind of language is that?
It's Huckleberry language. He's a bell.
He's trying to
absolutely makes no sense.
Well, he's trying to stoke the fire. He's trying to trigger. He's trying to trigger us. He's trying to, and that's why he says, "I am a teacher, dummy. You're not a teacher. There's no proof of you being a teacher. We have already done the research. You're not an actual teacher, other than you teach your wife and your children how to be submissive to you, and you probably do horrible things to them. I don't have proof of that, and that's all I'm going to say. But let's crack on."
Soybean, which is commonly used in animal feeds, has a
so now instead of soybean
protein content between 35 and 45%, and uses about 10 times more land area. Algae is also a valuable source of B12, a vitamin typically lacking in plant-based diets, as it's primarily found in meats, dairy, fish, and eggs.
So this is something that they can give to livestock or humans. Everything. There's a lot more things in this stuff than you would think. You think, oh, it's just this idiot, this silly basic plant. No, it actually has a lot of beneficial properties in it.
There is still, though, little research into the true benefits of algae for direct food consumption.
Yeah. You teach us all the only thing you teach us in, Pastor, is how dumb you are. That's the only thing you've taught me or any of us here.
The only reason he comes is because his channel, he gets no fucking interaction in life whatsoever. He gets interacted with here, and he craves it, obviously, because he's a dick. He hasn't got a church.
Yeah, no. His existence is so like anything. He gets no actual pride out of what his life is, that he has to berate his children. He has to take them into the middle of buttfuck nowhere, homeschool them, make sure his wife never talks to anybody, because I'm sure she doesn't even have her own cell phone. Prove me wrong, Pastor, by having her text message me, because I'll show her a good time, homie. I'll actually show her what a real dick looks like. Anyways, and he takes the videos in his car, right? I am not going to really look into his channel unless we do a whole stream on his channel. If we can find out enough content, and then we'll do it. What do you love? What do you love? Oh, yeah, you love the attention that we give you. That's exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, did you just doxed your? Anyways, I hope you didn't just dox your wife, even though like I know that Smith is. Anyways, let's crack on. Oh my God, you're so dumb, Pastor. You're so dumb, son of a bee sting.
Algae can also enhance growth in the form of biostimulants and biofertilizers.
So now it can be a biostimulant, bow chicka bow wow, or a fertilizer. So that's the next thing we're talking about. Is it can be a fertilizer to grow other plants because it has so much mineral properties in it.
The use of chemical fertilizers is increasingly debated due to its nitrous oxide emissions and
so let's use natural fertilizers.
Pollution of groundwater. Algae extracts contain plant hormones like auxins, promoting cell elongation, and cytokinins that help with cell division and.
Okay, so I'm going to step away for just a second so that I can grab another burr, and we're just going to let this talk for a second, even though we probably understand the concept of how this is a better fertilizer than fucking using chemicals. But let's crack on in just a second. And I will talk to you in a second, Pastor. Don't worry. I'll keep fluffing your fucking goddamn ego for just a couple more seconds. I'll be right back.
And Pastor, you know what a fluffer is?
Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure Pastor knows what a fluffer is because he's probably one of those in his early 20s days. He probably fluffed a lot of men for porn. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's crack on. I'll be right back.
Biomass is also a source of macro and micronutrients, sugars, and amino acids. The company Alga Energy already has an industrial scale facility in southern Spain, using carbon dioxide emissions from a combined cycle power plant and sunlight to grow algae for these products. I think it's important to mention at this point that algae is often cited in the literature as a method of carbon capture. However, this claim can be slightly misleading as any captured carbon will eventually be released during decomposition, unless it's somehow permanently sequestered. Instead, it's probably better to think of it as a method of carbon utilization. Algae requires carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, the process that converts sunlight into chemical energy stores while producing oxygen. Thus, the greater the concentration of carbon dioxide we have, the faster the algae is able to grow, and so Alga Energy uses carbon dioxide-rich flue gases from a power plant as its source. Alga Energy supplies their solutions to 4 million farmers around the world as of June 2023, which have enabled them to reduce their chemical fertilizer use by up to 20%. This is a wastewater treatment plant. Wastewater treatment removes nutrients from water like nitrogen and phosphorus to prevent environmental issues such as eutrophication, protect aquatic life, and meet regulatory standards. But these nutrients aren't waste. They're actually valuable resources that were originally found in the soil. So what if we could somehow change wastewater treatment methods so that this resource could be...
Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's get to. I saw something. Stop being don't be nasty. Oh, wow, poor snowflake. Oh, okay. Let's crack on. So, there's that. And now it can be used for the wastewater treatment. Go ahead. Anybody else?
No, I'm watching.
And then let's get into the biofuels. So let's get into another thingy-mabobber it could be. It could be turned into. I'm sorry, I said it the weird way. It can be turned into what?
And that brings me very usefully onto the final category of algae use considered in this video, which is for liquid biofuels.
And once again, Pastor, do you know why we're doing this? I do this stream to like help you all out so y'all can learn. Like if you live in buttfuck middle of nowhere, I'm literally giving you things you can help you live a better way of life. But instead of you understanding and looking at it as, oh, Slim is actually telling it so that I can make a small algae pond where I live, or there's these battery packs that you can use in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, or there's these weird solar panels that I can buy, I'm literally giving you an extra better way to live your life in the middle of nowhere, dumbass. But you don't understand that. You don't see that. Where everybody else here on the panel and in the side chat, when I bring up, here, look at this wheelchair, look at this robot, look at this type of electric thing. I'm doing this for all of us to learn things because we have an electrician here. We have somebody who's in a wheelchair. We have somebody who's a welder. as somebody who used to work for NASA and other things. I build these things actually around all of us. And if you think that I'm not thinking of you every once in a blue moon, yeah, but you're not taking up free space in my mind. I'm not sitting here going, go ahead.
Can I quickly say about the wheelchair? I now know you wanted me to get Elon Musk's spacecraft wheelchair.
No, but what did I do? No, I know that was a fun joke. But what did I do for you about a month ago or so? The wheelchair that had the spongy wheels, and then we've also looked at a handful of other devices that could be in the near future something that's very, very positive for you. And thank you, I loves you as well. But no. Most of the time, yeah, totally. You totally live. That's why I just watch your channel constantly. I'm just clicking on it and just the whole time. No, I don't give a flying fuck.
If you don't like what we do, Pastor, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
No
but FYI, everybody here in this that is on the panel and everybody in the side chat. When I'm going through things, I actually look at certain AI things. I look at certain electrical. I look at things about wheelchairs and other things that we know about stuff that are people that are. So, yes, and we love you too. Like, remember, we're not the hateful ones here, brah. Yeah, and so that's what I'm trying to find is things for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So that we can make it so that happens, or maybe a better exoskeleton to help you walk better. Dragon pet, you know what I'm saying? So once again, I'm here to help all of us. And if you don't see that, Pastor, that's your ignorance, not mine. Let's crack on.
Last, as it's probably the most controversial in terms.
I just love taking the piss out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when I
of adoption, the triglyceride lipids found in algal biomass.
Can I say something? I once saw a girl in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, no, that's why.
And this girl was looking at me. What are you looking at my wheelchair? Or what are you looking at? I'm trying to. I'm in my head. I'm trying to improve your wheelchair.
Yeah. I'm a person who is a designer. I am trying to figure out a better. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And especially if you're looking at like the old versions of one, you're like, dude, how is this not better at this point? When I look at some of the electrical wheelchairs here, I'm like, dude, they're so bulky. It's stupid because they're just so wide. And I get why they were back then. Now I'm like, wait, can't we like make like micro processors and micro circuits to make this like smaller? And now we're getting there. And that's what I'm trying to do is we're trying to go over the technologies that hopefully all of us can use. Like when Mom was around, I went over as much brain stuff as I could with seizures. It's, like I tried to. All of you are important in my life, and I'm trying to make it so that we're talking about things that affect all of us personally to some small extent. I know maybe it doesn't always seem like that, but literally that's what I try to do. Yeah, so here we go.
He doesn't know what fucking love is.
No, he doesn't. No, he does. He doesn't. He thinks that he has the love of Jesus, but he actually has the love of Revelations. And the love of Revelations is we are already in the end times and we need to just kill each other. And that's literally where we is and are with their thinking. That's what the Trumpenites, that's what MAGA thinks. That's what all of them think is we're in the end times. Let's take advantage of it. And like I was saying earlier, some of us didn't hear, Trump is trying to make the Americas a dystopia. And Elon Musk is helping that. And what is happening is what we're going to go over on Tuesday, which is called Cyberpunk Becomes Reality. And we're going to talk about how we are going to become a digital dystopia. And that's what they're pushing us towards. They want us to not have boundaries. They want us to be stuck like Idiocracy, watching the Jack Off channel while we're sitting on a toilet with a tube in our fucking mouth so we can suck down liquid nutrients and and the electrolytes and all that stuff. So Tuesday we're going to go over all of the stuff about how cyberpunk, not the video game 2077, the actual concept of what, and I already have it on my channel. Everybody, if you go to my channel, you'll see you can set a reminder or you can click the notify me thing. So everybody go do that if you're interested in that, because that's going to be something that I feel like I have a very, very good understanding about, because I have studied the genre of cyberpunk a lot, and I've watched a bunch of things on it. And I know reading things is better, but I watched a bunch of documentaries and I watched a couple of things that were connecting us to where the reason why Elon Musk and a handful of other people are pushing us towards this techno dystopia, but it's called something else, and I'll talk about that later. So
that's called libertarianism.
Blade Runner was sort of set in cyberpunk type world, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, and we're going to talk about that, Matrix and Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and two other thingies of the Mabobbers we're going to talk about as well. So we will get into all of the dystopian future stuff that people saw that we're getting pushed towards. And there may be a reason why these tech dorks are pushing us towards this as well. So, I'm Brainless. You didn't get to see this earlier, but let's go through this again.
Oh yeah, I saw that one on the image on your thumbnail.
Yeah, and so let's get into just protest target Trump's campaign. Donald, I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. So now let's get through just more of the protests around, the country. It's saying screw you, Donald. Yeah. And so now let's get to.
Could you be any creature?
Not suitable for work. There's no more eggs. And if you have any eggs because you have chickens, then collect them all and eat them all. If you're talking about your wife's eggs that she has inside of her, she's probably 16 years old, or was at the time. So she's probably still got 34 eggs in her.
Didn't a MAGA congresswoman say
the U.S. president
want everyone to have chicken coops in America? You want you all to keep chickens.
I mean, I don't know. I have so many cocks that I don't. Yes. And so here is President Donald Trump and at the Dorsal of Germany, blah, 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 debating naked alongside Russian and Chinese counterparts. They're not going to show it here because we already did it earlier, but it's their cock and balls
they're all
out.
giant pricks.
Yeah, their cock and balls were out. It's like that's what they're showing right now. Then another flight took aim at Trump's anti-environment and climate change denying agenda. So everything's on fire, and he's like, "No, it's okay." Well, he's foaming at the mouth. And then Hitler, Stalin hacked 2.0, and Zelensky is in the middle, and they're squeezing him to death. Then Elon president is, like we said earlier, he has Napoleon Elon as his hat. He has that thingy mabobber with the American flag. He's wearing a diaper that says AFD. He's drooling with his tongue out, and he has a bullhorn with X with shit coming out of it. And once we look at this later, it's not going to show. there is a mental position with a straitjacket running after him to get him to put on his clothes because he's the naked emperor, the emperor with no clothes, is what they're now saying to him. So that's the end of that. Let's see. Is there one more thing, Ema Bobber, that I wanted to go over? Yeah, okay. That's it. Well, let's go a little bit longer, but fuck it. Why not? Let's go over.
And I found an AI thing about the summation of Donald Trump's speech.
Okay, go ahead and I'm sure.
It's up there.
Where is the this one?
Go ahead. Yep.
Oh yeah, you want that cunt in this country.
I know this is like better for AI stuff.
That's great. Rubio. Goddamn fucking Andrew Tate. Yep. Fucking tell.
Just got the cards, all the cards.
Yeah. Fuck Musk.
FDT.
Okay, all right.
That one was fun.
Let's go ahead and play this to close out the night. Because screw it. This is what you all voted for. Obviously not us, but this is what the people who voted for the leopard party eating the faces is what happened.
Leopards have your face on the menu. Hungry eyes and clothes that slice.
And I should be getting my F Trump stickers in on the 7th. And when I do, we will talk about how I will get them around the world. I might not charge. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I paid like $40 for 250 stickers. So I may just ask people to just give me shipping and handling, or I may just send them around the country for fucking free. We'll see.
Hey, have you seen
We can
this?
just put them everywhere.
Have you seen this video of this guy was sticking stickers of Trump? I did it. I did this on all the groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
That I think you can become a millionaire if you get a patent on that and you print it and you give it to you give it to everyone. Just stick it on the stuff in the stores. I did this.
So I bought a handful of those stickers also with an egg shape that says "Eat the Rich" on them. Yeah. I am going to, once I get my F Trump stickers, then I am going to go around town. I'm going to go downtown, get drunk, and I'm going to walk around downtown Fort Collins. I'm just going to put stickers everywhere, take photos and videos of it, and I'll do promo soon. And I will get gazillions of views from it once I do it. But we'll talk about that later because on the 7th is when I'm supposed to get those stickers, and I will mail them out to people. We'll talk about it on the Discord. If you private message, nobody public, do not dox yourself. But anybody who wants, once I get them, I'll talk about it and we'll go over it. Okay, let's just wait. But here, let's end on, hey, and I'm sorry that you just joined, but it's okay. Here is you get to hear our leopards. Anyway. Yeah, and if anybody believes that, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love you, Pastor, because you're so. Anyways, and special. You're special. That's all I gotta say. So let's start from the beginning and let's end on.
I have got a stranded. Well, I had one, then I fucking flushed.
Yeah, exactly. Similarly.
I'll have
So let's
another
crack
one
on.
tomorrow. Then I'll flush again.
Tamara, say that one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Leopards have your face on the menu. Hungry eyes and clothes that slice. They're coming fast to twist your vein. You better run and pay the price. Silent steps in the moonlit night. Jungle stalkers in shadows deep.
Predator's gaze are locked in tight.
Quickens won't find sleep. Silent steps in the moonlit night. Jungle stalkers in shadows deep. Predator's gaze locked on tight. Your pulse quickens, won't find sleep. Leopards on the prowl tonight.
There we go. Tony lights.
This primal child.
Glanton with a wicked grin.
Clouds that chill your bones. Feel the danger closing in. It's a path through unknown zones. Grin. Whisper growls that chill your bones. Feel the danger closing in. It's a path through unknown zones. Stare back with defiant fire. Show them courage ain't for sale. Make you a liar. We stand and will not fail. Leopards on the prowl tonight. You're the torch in the wild. Keep running till morning light. Can't escape this primal child.
All right, folks, that's where we're gonna end this bull crap. Tomorrow is Creepy Cryptids. You won't believe the evidence we found. Yeah, we totally found. I totally found evidence. What?
There's just too much evidence for these cryptids.
I found so much evidence for all of the cryptids that I can't divulge it until we show it because the government will take me out. There's a red dot on my forehead right now because I said that.
Yeah.
Don't dox Bigfoot.
Yeah, don't dox Bigfoot. Everybody hashtag don't dox Bigfoot. Fuck yeah, that is an
Did you know that Dave was Bigfoot?
I know he is. Shh. Okay, now we have to kill you, Commander. You gave it away.
Now we have to kill everybody that heard it.
Yeah, now everybody has to be exploded. We're all dead. It's all Commander's fault. Who is Ned? You have not been around very long for you not to know who that is, and you will figure that out later.
I think he just doesn't connect the dots.
No, I know, but that's what I was saying. You've not been around.
Let's keep him guessing.
No, that's why. No, nobody say anything. That's why you don't know what's actually going on.
Dumbass.
Anyway, so let's crack on. And speaking of that devil, Ned, is there a thing that may be happening in the near future that is called something about a funny and a farm or something? Maybe? I don't know. Should we talk about that yet, or should I just shut my fucking mouth?
Well, we can do that.
Yeah. Would you please start explaining or just give us a teaser about maybe what that is?
This is just on Ivy's channel. Ivy is the warden of a lunatic asylum called Funny Farm. And Yeah, and we're going to do something like Slim is the doctor in how do you call that? Electric therapy, shock
yes,
therapy.
yeah, the shock therapy. I'm the doctor of shock therapy in the insane asylum, and
we have the ghost of Glober Mom as the matron, like
the matron nurse, saint, matron, saint, nurse.
Yeah, and we have all kind of weird guys we have there in, and Ivy gives the looks up the idiots that we have to catch,
take in his patients,
and to lock up in the funny farm, and we have to really go make fun of them.
We're going to each stream find one patient that we are going to capture, bring in, and go over their content. Correct? Am I saying that properly, Ned? And so all of us are going to be the people who induce them with me shock therapy. Maybe somebody else drugs them. Maybe somebody else does something else, and then Ivy is the nurse that's going to.
She's the, how do you call that? The boss. The
head.
The CEO. I know.
The chief of surgery.
Or the head. Or the head of the hospital, or the head of the insane asylum. Yes. So that's the beginning of this. This was something that Ned and Mama had come up with a long time ago, and almost became a thing, and then it didn't exactly. But we're gonna revive this in the name of Mama. That's why Ned and us we were just batting this around and talking about it in the memory of her, and Ned said, well, let's do this. And I said, yes, let's do this in the name of Mama. Let's totally bring the insane asylum, and everybody is a portion of it, a thing in it, and then we will do a thing. So Ned is now a part of the stream Pervs. They've been joined in, they've been initiated, so that they can start streaming through us. Dog, you already are. Shut up. Don't even say anything, and you will get all the access to. Right now, I mean, because you're not streaming. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
I was just going to say poor Ned, because that initiation sucks. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, being hosed down, naked in that corner of the, it's not fun. But that's the only way to get into the dungeon.
Yeah.
He allows.
Yeah. And we need some more people there. We need some more specialists. So
so all the stream Pervs will eventually talk about it, and we'll get everybody in.
And everyone gets his own lanyard, and
yes, exactly. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can do this off the cuff, but we'll try this. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. I think I can. That's what she said last night. So what we're talking about is everybody is going to have their own special. This.
You're not sharing shit, dumbass.
No, I know. No, I'm trying. Oh,
okay.
I know.
Just saying.
Thank you. So that. Everybody will have their own funny farm asylum. My name is Slim Cyborg. Ranking electroshock specialist. Age, yes. So every one of us will get one of these name badges.
Show the rest.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let's go to that one. So is that now showing Mama?
Yeah.
So Glober Mom, head matron. A Nungia business. Now let's go to Ivy.
Ivy.
You say the last name. I can't say the last name.
Kunisada.
There you go. Warden, 13 years, maximum security clearance. So yes, so those are the badges that had started this whole fun, silly thing, and we will eventually get all of us to have those, and we will talk about it, and we will make this a stream thing at some point in time where we will talk about one conspiracy theorist content creator and bring them into the insane asylum and teach them how these things go. Yeah, exactly. Or anything, any idiot, because could be. I mean, I guess sovereign citizens, frauditors, and everything else are all conspiracy theorists.
I heard
but
we get those more and more over here as well. Sovereign citizens, people that just don't accept the government. Then I think, okay, if you don't like that, then here's a little boat. There's the water.
You know what's really fucking trippy is people are in Australia and they're like the American blah blah blah, and you're like,
oh yeah,
wait, what are you talking about? How does the Australian government have anything to do with the American Constitution? What are you talking about, you psychopaths? Like, oh my Jeebus Christ, do you not understand how borders work? You don't like the G in whose name? I'm guessing you're saying dog, but I just want to hear you say it because you're a. All right, thank you all very much. We're going to get out of here. Please, if you've not liked the video, will you please, everybody here, double check that you're subscribed just to see, because every once in a while YouTube yeets you out. If you're anybody watching in the future, please make sure you're subscribed, and please subscribe. Hit the bell notification so that you get notified when we're doing all of our streams, because we stream 4 days out of the week, if not more, and we will be doing a lot of more streams in the future, as long as you fuckers keep doing this with us. Slim, I do laser engraving. Can I zap a few metal business cards for? Yeah, no, totally. Are we hooked up on the Decima cords? Let me know how to get in contact with you. And totally. No, let me know how we can get in contact. And I know I'll pay you for stuff too. No. Definitely do some for free, but I will totally pay you for some of these stuff and things.
Slim.
Yes.
Raving crazy people. Video.
That's pretty much what we're doing on Ned's thing. Crazy. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I'm a little drunk. Okay. Beck, probably delete that. Oh no, you're okay. I don't know. You may not want to put that in public. Brainless, will you do me a favor and copy that and post it to me? And then will you delete their comment, please?
Oh yeah.
Just to be safe. I just majestic. I just want to be safe. But I will. And then if anybody, and then you do wood burnings as well. And I want to do some wood burnings and stuff. We'll talk about that. Okay, sure. Anyways, we're just to be safe, because I just want to. If that's anyways, I just want to make sure that anyways. Yes. And Pet Dragon, we'll talk about the carvings later as well, because I want to have you do some carvings for me. I need to do some merch in the near future, but we'll talk about that in later. So tomorrow is going to be creepy cryptids. You won't believe the evidence that I found. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, because I always find the evidence that we. Yeah. No, because I always.
Go
ahead.
The interdimensional Sasquatch does exist. We have proof.
Yeah. Because he interdimensionalized it inside of my. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. I haven't told that story. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, everybody. We will all do trade for trades, especially now that we're all screwed with the Trump tariffs, even though he's going to roll them back. But we'll talk about all that crap later. And I will see you on the other side.
25% of free is still free, right?
Exactly. Yes, totally. That's how that works. All right, folks. Thank you all very much. Let's say bye, and we're getting the fuck out of here.
Bye, sexy
Everybody say
motherfucker.
bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.